In this video, I will be trying to get the Platinum Trophy for Squirrel with a Gun. In total, there are 20 trophies to collect. The game starts off with our squirrel spying into a top secret base. This top secret object is actually a golden acorn. So obviously our squirrel friend here gets very excited and jumps straight into the base. Now I can control the squirrel and I have to activate all these pressure plates to release the golden acorn. Once I hit the last pressure plate, the shield surrounding the acorn finally disappears. Now I can climb up to the platform and collect the golden acorn. Once the squirrel eats the acorn, I get my first trophy. However, this sets off the alarm in the base, and one of the secret agents opens the door and runs into the room. This clumsy guy though trips over and drops his weapon directly towards the squirrel. After this, we can pick up the gun and then start shooting it at this defenseless man. After this, we can finish off the man by performing a finishing move where we brutally start raining bullets directly into his face. He stands absolutely no chance and his body ragdolls to the floor. Now with the gun, we can shoot this button on the door which opens the door for us. In this room are two more agents who stand in our way from escaping this base, so we put them both down with no problems at all. The rest of this base has loads of lava on the floor, so I have to be careful where I jump. While escaping, I find a few more acorns and learn some new tricks like being able to jump multiple times using the gun. I climb this long pole which leads outside. While lying on the floor, the squirrel notices this agent protect this car with some sort of shield. To unlock this shield, I would need to collect 12 golden acorns and 400 standard acorns. This is when the squirrel notices a golden acorn in this nearby house. So I enter the house and I am immediately greeted by death. I didn't realise the floor was going to be lava in here as well. And unfortunately for me, I don't get rewarded for dying in this game. I just get the shame for dying this way. But I don't let this death set me back. I immediately go back in and nail the parkour first time. Now upstairs I need to shoot these 3 targets which reveals the bed. And of course the bed is over lava, so I need to parkour around the side of this room. I don't know who lives in this house, but they clearly don't care about their health and safety. Once I make it to the bed, I can collect the golden acorn. A little bit later I run into this man who has this shotgun, so I want it, so I climb up him and then the squirrel does this to him. This squirrel is actually a menace to society, but I get the shotgun, so I'm not that bothered. The man somehow manages to get up, but then I shoot him into space. Doing this reveals another golden acorn, which I collect. After this, a cutscene plays where a tank appears in the distance. The tank then shoots straight towards the squirrel, making impact and sending the squirrel straight into the air. The tank then opens up to reveal Daddy, also known as Father. Now I don't know if this is actually the squirrel's father, but he is the leader of the agents. After this, he just dips and leaps into this secret tunnel which I can't access until I unlock the car. So I go and unlock the car with all the acorns I collected. As soon as I enter the car, I get greeted by a trophy. I then head to the secret tunnel to chase down the tank. In here is a lot of agents with grenade launchers, however this doesn't scare the squirrel as he comes blasting through the door. This is a squirrel on a mission to get revenge. This boss fight with the father was a little confusing at first because it didn't tell me what to do, but eventually I found out you had to shoot the wheels of the tank. Once all the wheels were shot, the tank got stunned, and then I could go under the tank and shoot all these diamond symbols. Doing this destroyed the ramming attachment to the tank, and now the shield was down. So I hopped on the tank and took out the machine gunner. I then opened the hatch of the tank by shooting downwards with the SMG. Now I could shoot the father's head, but this didn't do that much damage. So I found these grenades at the back of the tank and threw them in the hatch instead. This did way more damage. So I threw one more grenade in the hatch, which defeated the father and got me another trophy. After this, a cutscene played out where the squirrel dropped an ungodly amount of grenades into the tank. The squirrel then closed the hatch and used the blast to shoot off out the base. To progress in this game, you need a bunch of acorns, so I collect a few. This one is for knocking over the jogger with the car. I get another one for carrying this ball from one end of the pitch to the other while avoiding all these players and then scoring a touchdown. Also, all these players must have got embarrassed that they got beat by a squirrel, so they pulled out all these guns. However, I had the bigger weapon and I made sure it worked with them all. And I'm not just talking about the grenade launcher. A little bit after this, I get another trophy for entering Shrek's toilet. I also accidentally get another trophy by falling to the ground. Once I get enough golden acorns, I unlock the boat, which also unlocks a new area. Once again, for unlocking this vehicle, I am greeted by a trophy. I continue down the path with the boat and take out the agents that are standing in my way. At the end of the path is this tunnel, which shoots me out into a new area. While the squirrel is looking at this new area, someone comes flying out the pool. This is Mother. And again, I don't know if this is the squirrel's biological mother, but she boots the squirrel into the pool. and then father returns in an Apache helicopter and picks up mother. They both share a little smooch and then fly off to the top of the tower. While still in the pool, the squirrel gets attacked by a bunch of agents, and then I unlock the trophy for defeating 100 agents. In this new area, I need to find and press multiple buttons to unlock this door. Once I press the last button, the door opens to reveal a new vehicle. However, before I unlock this new vehicle, I get a trophy for riding this rocket. This new vehicle is a drone, and I get a trophy for flying it. At the top of the tower, I find the golden acorn tree, but then mother and father show up again and shoot us with a missile, which destroys our drone and starts the boss fight. This boss fight wasn't that difficult as I just had to shoot the weak spots of the helicopter, which made the helicopter crash, and then the door opened on the side and I could shoot the agents in there. A little later in the fight, my drone returned again somehow, so I used it to battle mother in the sky and take down the Apache helicopter once and for all. And after this, I get a trophy for defeating mother. Once again, a cutscene plays out where the helicopter crashes into lava with both mother and father inside. They manage to shoot one final missile towards the squirrel. However, this squirrel must have learned inner peace just like Paul from Kung Fu Panda, because he catches it and redirects it straight back to the helicopter, sending mother and father blasting off just like Team Rocket. The credits start rolling, and I can play a minigame where I need to shoot all the names to get a trophy. Now with the game finished, I just have to clean up some of the other trophies I didn't collect. I get this one for robbing a person. I get this next one for performing all the different finishing moves. After this, I shave the heads of 30 agents to get another trophy. I then shave the heads of 30 civilians to get another trophy. I then drop a grenade in Shrek's toilet to blow it up. This creates an oil spill, and I can jump in it with the squirrel to cover it in oil and get another trophy. My next trophy was finding this cool phone on the floor, which definitely wasn't stolen. After this, I robbed 20 civilians for another trophy. And then for my final trophy, I become so famous that all the civilians want to take a photo of me, so I get a trophy for letting 15 of them take a photo. And then I unlock the platinum trophy for the game. This game was very fun and charming, and it reminded me a lot of Goat Simulator. It was nice and short and didn't overstay its welcome. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of this content, then please subscribe and get notified when I upload my next video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see yous in the next one. Goodbye.